Howdy folks, it's Earl here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and now it's the 40th anniversary edition. Yes, you're looking at my desktop background, because I'm going to do a kind of a reaction first look video of the 40th anniversary update, and I want to even watch the loading screens with you all, so I want to start from the very beginning. So I'm clicking on Flight Simulator now, there it is, checking for updates, launching game. 40th anniversary, it says that down here in the left corner. Maybe I should update my thumbnail. I don't know, we'll see. I put a lot of work into the thumbnails I'm using now. But anyway, the 40th anniversary. Well, I've been playing since a few versions before Century of Flight. So I started a few versions before that, then I got Century of Flight, and then I got Flight Simulator X or 10, whatever people called it back then. Back when single core processors were better than dual core processors. Remember that whole debacle, the whole dual core processor thing, when the simulator only would run on one, so people with newer processors had worse performance. And then the widescreen thing, you'd have to go in and edit your config files for widescreen. Oh, it was a disaster back then. And then there's another big disaster with Flight Simulator X2, can't remember, some over-promising thing. But anyway, and then I took a break, did X-Plane for a long time, and now I'm back. I've been back to Flight Simulator since 2020, and so it's been, I guess, 2 years or so, and now it's the 40th anniversary. So here we go, new splash screen stuff, 7 new aircraft, plus gliders, plus helicopters, and then some new airports and glider tutorials, like it says there, and legacy activities. I'm excited about those because I remember doing all the activities in Century of Flight and Flight Simulator 10, especially the monsoon one. I think it was the hardest one. You had the 747, couldn't see anything with wind shear. You had to land the plane, and I remember coming in at 220 knots, slammed into the ground, and they counted it as a pass. I was so excited. Whoa, that loaded fast. That loaded really fast. Okay, good. So here we go. 1.28.9.28.0. That's the 40th anniversary. When I did the update, I did not look at anything. I didn't look at anything. So we're going to do all this together. So it looks like there's some activities here. This would bring to the activity page, probably. Soaring, I think. And I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know if that's an activity or what that is. Anyway, the Top Gun stuff, that's old. The soaring stuff is new. And the helicopter stuff is new. I'm not going to do all the new stuff in one video. We're just going to react to a few things, or first look at a few things. And then I'll do other videos about all the other stuff. So first of all, world map, that should be the same, right? I mean, there might be some nuances that changed. Oh, if you want to know every single thing, well, that's really smooth. If you want to know every single thing about every single thing in the change log, you can look that up yourself. I'm not going to read. I know some YouTubers will read the entire change log. You can read it yourself faster than I can do it, so you might as well. I think all the goodies are down here, but we'll check that on a second. Let's see anything change here. 302 hours, it should be almost 1,000, but you all know in the beginning, some of us had a logbook issue and they fixed it, it deleted our hours. Are there any new, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Any new achievements? Let's see here. 100% for everything. Nope. Okay, I guess this had to be fixed. I guess until now this would not actually unlock for people. I didn't know that. But that was fixed in this update. So just the same 2 achievements left. And yeah, of course I got whatever. Not going to talk about those weird numbers. Otherwise, I think the goodies are down here. Like I said, flight training. Looks like there's some new stuff. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, glider training. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll do glider training together. I'm not a huge glider fan. They're fun. They're different, but it's not my biggest thing. But maybe we'll do that together in a different video. We'll see. So that's cool that there's training for that. The rest of these I'm done with. Basic handling, the same takeoff and landing. That's the same. There's a bug there that they fixed, but I never went back to get my 100%. Same with this, there's a bug that they fixed and never went back to 100%. And bush trip pilot, that's fine. IFR, there's a bug that they fixed. I never went back to get the 100%. I decided I have more important things in my life than to get 100% on everything. So the only new thing here for us is glider training. So that looks really cool. Maybe we'll check that out sometime. Activities, discovery flights. I don't know if they added any discovery flights for this 40th anniversary. No, I think those are all the same. I think that's all the same stuff. Flight training, we just looked at that. It's going to be the same thing. You can get to the same stuff several ways in the simulator, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, kind of weird because then you don't know if you're duplicating. Landing challenges, those are all the same. We used to have 100% there, but then they changed the system and erased all my progress, so I haven't gone back to redo them. Bush trips, okay, so they did not add any bush trips for 40th anniversary. Looks like we have the missions instead, so that's fine. Bind download, don't care. Maverick, I went through this off camera, I think. Oh look, that's 7. Oh, they must have added stuff. Oh yeah, look. Oh wow, they added a bunch of stuff. Okay, cool. That's why it's so low percentage, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and do that someday. It's not a huge interest of mine, but maybe. But the new stuff, here we go. The new stuff is in this, I bet. Here we go. Okay, so here are all the new missions. Okay, ooh, yes, Miggs Field. I kind of knew Miggs Field was going to be in here, and the reason why is because there was a flight, group flight earlier, community flight that I did not participate in because I have to work my day job. There's a group flight that started in Miggs Field, so I kind of knew that was going to be in there. I actually went here for a Bare Naked Ladies concert many years ago when I was there for work training. There's an amphitheater there in real life, and the seats are like on the old runway, but it looks like they put an airport there instead. So, looks like there's a combination of activities versus just interesting things, right? So there's percentages for some of this. These are the missions, I assume. Well, obviously. And then there's other things like to look at. Oh, that's funny. We were just in Miami doing a night flight. So, oh yeah. Oh, that's what it was. That's 2004. I had that one too. FSX, I had that one. Oh man, I normally don't feel nostalgic. It's always funny when like 13-year-olds are like, I feel so nostalgic watching this video, but I normally don't feel nostalgic, but I kind of do for the first time in my life looking at FSX in 2004. Holy cow, that's kind of makes my hair stand on end of my skin a little bit to see those. Well, that's cool. So that tells you where the challenges came from and the missions. Oh, that's so cool. Helicopters. Okay, so we'll be forced to fly helicopters. That's fine. Very cool. So that's very awesome. So this is where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time in the next couple videos, I think. Instead of doing bush trips, we're going to be doing 40th anniversary stuff. There's a lot here. Don't know if we're going to get to it in this video, because I want to make sure I get this done. I'm doing this after work right away, so I want to get this done and uploaded right away today, so that you're watching it this evening, right now. So I don't know how much we're going to get of this done. This will be a lot of separate videos, though, because I don't want to do any of this without you. I want to do it all with you. So that's really cool. So I guess we can slow down and look at what there is. If you want to pause and read it all, you can. Oh, yeah, I remember these. I remember all of these. I loved this stuff. I did 100% on all of these in both FSX and 2004. Otherwise, what else is there? Okay, I think that was it for activities. I wanted to check out the new tutorials, which is glider, which we might do separately or something. And then I wanted to check out the new planes and Miggs Field and do something with you. So let's check out the new planes. So first let's go to Miggs, I don't know how you say it, to be honest. It should be right here. There it is. Okay, so we're going to start there in a second. But first let's see what the new planes are that we have. There's a couple helicopters, a couple gliders, and then 7 historic aircraft. So there's a helicopter. So that's a big one. I used to fly helicopters all the time in FSX, I think it was. Maybe it was 2004. I used to fly it all the time. But now we'll try it in the sim. There's no helicopter tutorial, though. There's glider tutorial. I didn't see any helicopter tutorial. Why is there not a helicopter tutorial? But there's for glider. Maybe they'll come in the next update. We'll see. Any other new stuff? Yes. Okay, here we go. The Curtis Jenny is new. That'll be fun to play with. We'll definitely do videos on each of the aircraft. So I have to make a note of what each of them are. So I do a video on each aircraft. Plus I still have to get a checklist written for the Porter, and I still have to get that Velocopter thing learned too. So I'm a little behind on that. Anyway, here are the gliders. I know a little bit about gliders in simulation, but not a whole lot. What else? The Diamond aircraft. Oh, look at that. I'm looking forward to this one, too. The DC-3 is an enormous tail dragger. I'm also wondering what the quality of these airplanes are going to be. Are they going to be like silly arcade quality or like mid-level quality, which I like? I doubt they're study quality, although I think the Airbus 310 is study, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, so again, we'll be doing videos on each of the 7 aircraft. Ooh, the Grumman Goose. I used to do this in X-Plane all the time. It was my favorite aircraft in X-Plane. And the Hercules, I did that in X-Plane too all the time. And there's helicopter, right? The small helicopter. So there's a lot to play with there. Wow, okay. A lot of content coming your way. I also noticed recently there's another Pilatus, or Pilatus Porter added that has autopilot. This one doesn't. This one is a class with autopilot. But not new to this update. It was before this update, the 40th anniversary. Let's see, what else do we have here? These are all the same as before. The Spirit of St. Louis. That's going to be awesome. There's a replica in 1985 in the Minneapolis airport. I remember going on a field trip there and saw it. I thought it was a real thing, but I Googled it a couple months ago for something else. It was a replica, but that'll be fun. These are the same. These are the same. These are all the same. Did we go through all 7 new aircraft? Oh, here we go. The Wright Flyer. I love that. That's fun. I used to do that in FSX all the time, or maybe 2004. And okay, so I guess we went through all 7 new aircraft, plus gliders, plus the helicopters. So let's choose something so that we do some flying in this video. But anyway, those are my initial reactions of the sim. Oh, one more thing we can look at, though. One more thing before we take off from MiGs, is if you go to options and we go to graphics, maybe there's a new there is a new window. I'm doing this in windowed. I'm not in full screen. I'm not going to touch that right now because I'm recording. But that doesn't make any sense. Since when have I been in windowed? I'll test that off camera. There's some new anti-aliasing modes you can do. There is the new DLSS 3, I guess. Yeah, or what it does is I think it like, without increasing your resolution, it makes it look like it's higher. So like you can do like 1080 but it looks like 4K. That way you get the 1080 frame rates or something. More research required, but I know that's in there. Yeah, everything else is 100. I think that's the big thing, is that, yeah, is this. So I'm gonna have to do more research on that one before I mess around with it while I'm recording. I also gotta figure out why that's windowed. That's weird. I'm not gonna discard saves. So yeah, I got to figure out those 2 things. I'll do that off camera. Alright, because I don't feel like I'm in windowed mode, but whatever. So here you go. Let's pick a new airplane to work with today. Of course, I don't know much about the new airplanes, so it'll be kind of a rough thing here. I think we're just gonna go back. Gosh, I want to do Spirit St. Louis too. I want to do all of them. Let's do the Jenny. Just because it's the first one we come across here. Where are you, Jenny? Okay, Jenny. Liveries. Oh, this is cool. We'll stick with that one. We'll keep all this the same. The center of gravity is out of limit. Whatever. Everything should be off, and that stays the same. Okay. And let's start here somewhere. Do they have parking at MiGs? They do. Let's park here. Let's set that as our departure. We're just going to fly around and try to land this thing. And that's it. Let's take off. Why does my checklist keep popping up? Why and what is going on with this? That can't be normal. Is that a bug, or is it like celebrating? I don't understand what's going on, and why are my controls all messed up? Okay, every time I use my yoke for my for my drone, everything pops up. Okay, so I need to, after this video, fix things. Because look at, it's controlling my drone and doing the other things. Oh my gosh, I can't even move my drone around because it turns on the other commands. What is going on here? This can't be right. This can't be what's supposed to happen, is it? This is what's supposed to happen here when you load Meigs? Is it like celebrating something, or is this a bug? Am I dumb? Am I an idiot? What is going on here? Anywho, it looks like some of my controls got messed up from the update. They probably default a lot. Look at all these people taking off from here. Taking off from Meigs in their big planes. This is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what... I don't know what to say. What is going on? Anyway, I'm getting hung up on stupid stuff. Oh my gosh. What the heck? What the heck is... Yeah, my drone controls don't work. Well, they kind of do. I'm getting weird things when I use other controls. Whatever. There's a big ship out there. Okay, let's get this thing started up if we can. And we use their checklist since we don't... Let's do the engine. Oh, here we go. Yeah, preliminary. Okay, so we got to learn all this stuff. Can we turn on the eyeballs? Fuel shut off, close, magneto aft. Whoop. Whoop, hang on. Let's click that back. There we go. Magneto breakers out. This is all the pre-stuff. There we go. Oh, it says out. There we go. Mixture choke in. It is. Looks like all this stuff is already done. Cowling's off. Engine check. Okay. Cowling's on. Okay, whatever. Let's do the engine start procedure. I'll do a full checklist for all this stuff eventually. This is just for fun, just to get something started here. Fuel shut off valve open. Is it open? Is it closed? Which one is it? Oh, it's turning. Let's just say that's open. I'll turn my yoke on as well. Fuel cutoff ring open. Is open out? Open has to be out. Magneto level 4. That would be in front, I think, right? Magneto breakers in. There we go. Mixture choke out. I think it already is. Yes, it already was. Throttle open. Okay, there we go. It actually works on my yoke. Good. Then screw that up. Propeller area clear and propeller crank. Oh, we'd push it to start it. Okay. No, we don't. Okay. Crank it again. I obviously did something wrong. So let's hop inside. Actually, let's turn off that thing. And let's hop inside and maybe... hello. Oh man, that's the view they have me from. Okay, we gotta click on something that'll bring us back in. Okay, this really... There we go, that'll bring us back in. This really screwed up a lot of controls. Let's push it the other way and now try to crank it. How do we crank it from out? How do we get outside to crank the thing? Oh, I pushed something that reset my recording, and now I'm stuck in this view because all the other stuff I normally use to control my camera isn't working. So we're kind of in trouble here because I can't move my camera back to how I need it to be to see. Okay, the weird lines are gone, so that's good. My controllers are still weird because I actually did not take the time to fix them. But the lines are gone, so that's awesome. Let's see if we can actually get this plane started, though. What's my reset button? There's some weird sounds in here. Let's get that forward. Let's get that forward. Let's get that forward. Push that. Push this. Push these in. Nope. We gotta get down there closer. I don't have any presets for this yet. There we go. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. Let's get our preset 1 set, though, so we can come back to this. Control 1. There we go. Oh my gosh, all these planes flying off because there's stuff going on here. So many people want to fly this. This is so cool. Pull that out, I think, and then try to start, which I don't have a propeller thing. So let's go to engine start, go to propeller crank, because I don't know how else to do it. And is that going to work? Won't start. Okay, I'm sick of trying this aircraft. Let's actually, for real, get a different aircraft going here. I just want to get going here. So we're going to try to do the Spirit of St. Louis thing. Let's put the drone away since the controls are not set. And let's set this as our default setting. You can't see anything in here, huh? Okay, well, let's get some views out the window so that we can look and stuff and see where we are. We can make this, I don't know, let's make this 6. And let's make this over here 4 just to get us through a flight here. I don't think landing is going to go well when I can't see, but let's go like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. Spirit of St. Louis. Let's see. How do we start this thing? We'll use their checklist for now. Starting engine. Fuel shut-off valve open. And there we go. Whoa, that made a whole bunch of stuff go off. Fuel shut-off valve open. Okay. Fuel shut-off valve open. Okay. Valve open. Okay. And again. Valve open. Yep. Yeah, I don't know which one we were on. Let's do, was it this one? Are we duplicating it? This one. Okay, cool. Alrighty, mixture. Rich, I did that with my yoke. Magneto's on. Come on. Both probably. There we go. Prime is required. Prime, there we go, we primed it. And ignition, where are you? Click here to start by hand prop. Okay. Oh, it won't go. Interesting. Do I hold it? Do I have to hold it down? No. What's that? Okay, so this is interesting. I can't start this either. So I couldn't start the other airplane. I couldn't start this plane. So there's something going on. Either I have to get something set on my yoke, or I have to do something. I have to do something somewhere to get these to start. Now, by the time you watch this, I probably figured it out. Okay, this is very interesting because this is 0 for 2 now with these new planes that I can't get to start. Okay, well, this is making for a very awkward video, isn't it? We're 0 for 2. Okay, let's try a different airplane. I'll figure this stuff later. I'm not going to waste our time right now. Alright, so we're in the Beaver, which I'm excited about because I flew this a lot in X-Plane. I think I had a payware Beaver in X-Plane, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Go away, all of my stuff, until I get my stuff fixed. So let's see here. Let's set this as preset 1, just so we have one. Okay, let's see if this will start. And I've been in one of these in real life too, by the way. Oh, golly. How do I get rid of you? I don't need you in my cockpit with me. What's all this stuff? Oh, here we go. We can do different things. Exterior. Okay, cool. You can decide which avionics you want. Well, that's really cool. This is really cool that you can do this. Huh. I don't need a passenger. There we go. Bye-bye. Alright, cool. What else can we do? We can do doors in this. Well, that's awesome. Okay. Well, we'll let that be. We'll play with that later, but that is really cool. Maybe we'll start doing that in all the aircraft. I don't know, that'd be really fun. Alright, let's use their checklist, because like I said 2 times before already, I don't have my own yet. Parking brake set. Parking brake. There it is. Does it work with my yoke? Okay, so some of my yoke controls still work. Some of them don't. So that's interesting. Controls unlocked. What does this mean, unlocked? I know sometimes there's a lock on these. I don't see a lock right now. Flight controls free, yeah, they move, okay. Trim, yep, all switches off, battery on. Whoops, that one, I guess. Fuel check, altimeter set. Altimeter needs to be on the keyboard, that did work. All clear, all switches off. We want that on though, right? I didn't say anything about the alternator. Just said master battery. Okay. Throttle open 1/2 inch. That'll be down here. There we go. Propeller decrease RPM. Idle cutoff. Carburetor cold. Alright, so next, normal engine start. Propeller clear, master battery on. We just did that, right? Master battery is on. Fuel emergency cutoff open. What is that going to be? So open is which way? Open is down. Alrighty. Fullest tank. This is so cool because this is exactly like the Beaver I used to fly in X-Plane. This is crazy. I mean, it should be, you know, it should be the same. Alright, let's see. Throttle's already open. Ignition, both. That's down here. Yep. Whichever way you're going to click. There you go. Primer, 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And well, I remember the pump. I remember this pump. Where is it? It's this one, right? Yeah, you do this 2, 3, because you gotta get up to 5 psi. I remember that. I remember this, and then I can't remember the psi right here. 5 psi. Yep, I remember that too. Starter on. And propeller increase RPM. Is this actually gonna run? Yay! This one's gonna run. Fabulous. Because the other ones wouldn't start, which I'm thinking is just a setting somewhere that's being blocked, because I've had that happen before too, where I'll have a setting on my yoke that actually blocks things. In fact, the longitude, I think, when the sim was new, I had a problem where there's something on my yoke that I had that actually prevented the longitude from starting. So I got that fixed and the longitude would start. So anyway, that's probably all that's happening. Engine warm up, all this stuff. Yeah, I don't care about this stuff. We'll get a real checklist later. Let's hop outside and have a look, even though it's going to put stuff on my screen. That's okay. Alrighty. I think we're going to fly. I think we're going to fly. So let's just take off and check out Meigs Field. We'll just take the parking brake off, and it's rolling. We're rolling. Here we go. Oops, I meant to look. Oh, look at that. People taking off. I believe these are other players because I don't know what it changed my setting to as far as it's windy as I'll get out too. As far as like real players. So obviously a lot of settings changed with this update. Let's do takeoff flaps. So I'm gonna have to go through all my yoke settings, all my keyboard settings, just see what changed and what didn't. Just because it's a big old mess. We didn't get weather or anything, whatever. We're just gonna do a quick little flight. And then we'll look at like one of the missions or whatever, just to check them out. And then I'll decide if I do all the missions on video, some of them on video. We're gonna figure out those other aircraft. We'll look at this person. That's obviously a real life person. And again, I don't know what I have turned on. I guess I could look right now. Is it traffic? Real on time. I don't think it has other players though. I don't remember if I had them on or off, like real players. Let's just turn that on for right now, although that kind of bugs me, but at least, okay, those are real players obviously. With all the, okay, so we got a lot of real players here. I guess that's another setting that got changed because I had real players turned off by default. So anyway, I have a lot of things to do. So we're not going to finish the video quite yet, but what do I think so far of the sim? I'm very excited. To me, the core sim didn't really change much. It was just additional features, right? Like we have a bunch of new aircraft to check out that are default. We're going to learn how to fly gliders. We're going to learn how to fly helicopters. We got the tutorials for the gliders. We have all the missions now, which actually makes me feel a little nostalgic. Although, like I said, I normally don't feel nostalgic. So anyway, lots to do. As I edit this video, I'm sure I'm taking a lot of notes on what to do behind the scenes and what to do for content, because I have a long to-do list of stuff that is just that I do to remember to do, and then stuff to actually make videos of. So yeah, lots and lots to do, and I don't need to do it all right away. I have this thing in my head, I want to do it all right away, but I could take months to do it if I wanted to. Otherwise, let's slow down here. We're getting really bad on the wind. Whoops. What else? Yeah, so great first impressions. There's also airport, like there's Princess Juliana to check out, so there's some airports to check out. Mainly I'm excited about the new aircraft, and then I'm excited about all of the missions. I can't wait to do the missions. Whoa, someone spawned in and left. I can't wait to do the missions, and I just gotta remember I don't have to do them all at once, right? Alright, so here we go. Let's hop inside here and let's make our turn. And oh my gosh, I feel right at home at this Beaver. In X-Plane, I flew this thing and flew this thing, and with all the sim updates you have going to config files in Airplane Builder and fix stuff just to keep it running. I was part of that community on the forums and stuff. I got a lot of my subscribers, a lot of you came to my channel because of stuff I was doing with the Beaver. And we're going to run over that person, but they should ghost out. They're just going to sit there. Okay, I'm trying to get straight here because the dang wind is so bad. This wind. And look at these people. Oh my goodness, they're just being all goofy, which is fine. You can fly in this sim however you want to fly, right? Oh my gosh, this is so windy. Does this have autopilot? I don't think so. I really like this iPad thing. I hope more planes do that. I don't know why the alternator isn't on. We obviously missed some buttons to get that turned on, which I'm not going to worry about today. I will do a full checklist with this plane. We're going to use this plane a lot. Because I love, there it is right there. I love this plane. Is there an autopilot over there? I can't tell. There's an autopilot there. Cool, so there's an autopilot, yay. Which means we can do a lot of looking around. Not today, we're just gonna fly like this and peek out the window. We'll climb a little bit more here. Just fly around Amigs, and then we'll do a mission, and that'll be the first reaction video of the 40th anniversary Microsoft Flight Simulator, with all these people also checking out Amigs. It's not bringing our performance down at all, because it used to be when there were a lot of people spawned in, the performance would be terrible. I'm also confused because for like the better part of a year or more, whenever I would fly with real people turned on, I would get nobody real. And today obviously we're getting a bunch of people real. I think it does the closest 50 people, I think. That's what it used to be. So it's working today, which is exciting. I don't know why it hadn't worked for a year for me, but it's working today, obviously. This is really cool. So I don't know which way the wind is going. Maybe we should get an ATIS if we can. Is there an ATIS? No, I just want ATIS. I just want something with an ATIS. Toon Tower. I don't see an ATIS anywhere. Maybe they'll tell us if we request a landing.
Tango, 41 3 miles north, 3,600 feet to land.
Turtle Soup Tango, 41 Tower. Altimeter 29.85 wind 295 at 12. Make left traffic runway 36.
Alright, there we go. There's our weather we were looking for.
Enter left traffic runway, tree 6, Turtle Soup, Tango, 41.
I need to make a view out the window here. So what did they say it was? 295 at 12. So it's going to be coming from the left, a super left strong crosswind at 12 knots, which is ridiculous. So that's why we blew sideways. Anyway, there's the airport. It's really cool they put that back in here. I'm really shocked they didn't include it right away when the sim first launched, but I'm very glad it's in here now. Yeah, I was very excited. It's fun to be flying with other people too. Like I said already, it's been a long time since I've had other people show up. So well, there's the DC-3 taking off. Yeah, I can't wait to do that plane. That's gonna be one I do rather soon. But all the planes, when we do them, I'm going to learn them first before I do a video, so that is not as clumsy as this video was. I'm sure I'm over sensitive. What?
Tango Tango 41 wind 2905 at 12. Cleared to land runway 36.
Thanks, but I'm not quite ready. But we'll
Clear
land
to
in a
land
second.
runway 36, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41.
We're kind of nosediving here. I'm trying to use my presets that I used to use an X-plane for this airplane, and they're not working. I didn't set them up. But anyway, I'm probably oversensitive to how awkward the earlier video was, but whatever. It is an initial reaction video. Alrighty, let's see here. Man, I've been to this. I cycled to this park. I got full of gnats. It was horrible. Anywho, let's come around and land and then check out a mission. And if I like the missions, I'll try to get 100% on them. If I don't like them, then I'm not going to worry about them. And anyway, as we're coming for landing, like I mentioned before, if you want to know all the bug fixes, all the features, everything that was added, you can read the release notes for yourself. I'm not going to sit and read them to you like a bedtime story, because that's faster to do it yourself anyway. And we're totally sinking because I had no point of reference. Alright, let's get back in the air here a little bit, because if you're too low, you won't be able to see your airport. It's a tail dragger, so you want to come down. You want to come down hot and then level off at the last second so you can see what you're doing. And that's what I'm planning on doing here. It's just so weird to not have my presets ready to go. Makes it a lot more challenging. Alright, let's do one more set of flaps here. We need about full throttle to get going. Oh man, I love this plane. I miss this plane so much. And here it is, default aircraft now. Didn't have to spend a penny on it. And I have a Beaver again. Who doesn't like a good Beaver, right? Alright, here we go. Let's get set up and not distracted by the Aeon Tower and the Trump Tower and the Hancock Center and the Willis Tower or Sears Tower. Oh my gosh, I'm looking for the Aqua Tower because there's a Radisson Blue Hotel that I stayed at on the 18th floor. That was super cool. Hercules is to our right, it says. Alrighty, we will turn off these things, I think. Like, I usually don't play with other people anyway, but it is kind of distracting. Look at this crosswind. It is insane. So you want to do left wing down into the wind, right rudder to straighten out, and then left main, right main, and then just try to land. It's a tail dragger. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've landed this thing. Of course, it wasn't even the same simulator, so let's see if we can get any kind of landing out of this whatsoever. This is so silly, this wind. Look at... And boom, there we go. We didn't even bounce. Okay, how? I mean, we're not on the runway because it's so freaking windy. I am trying. This wind is ridiculous. It doesn't look like it to you, but I have my left rudder down all the way. My left aileron is down completely on my yoke, and we're still like, and it looks fine. Like, it looks fine to you, but it isn't. This is very difficult to hold it level right now and to not tip over. See it wobbling? So it looks fine to you, but if I had a camera on my feet and my hands, you would see how difficult this is to not tip over. Oh my gosh, I'm fighting it so hard to not tip over right now. I'm trying. I'm going all the way to the left. Okay, there it goes. Oh, look at these airplanes. See all these airplanes? I'm pointing at my monitor with my fingers like you can see me. Oh my gosh. I'm pointing to everything like you can see me, but it's because it's so windy. That's why everybody's crashing. It is so windy right now. That's why everybody's crashing. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Let's see if the taxi ribbon is on. Oh, I just want to park. Never mind. There's no parking apparently. Whatever. This is so difficult. Oh man. Whoa. I wish you could see the struggle. I gotta get a camera on myself because I really wish you could see the struggle right now to keep this from tipping over. Dude. That's why everybody's just flying around crashing, and that's why they're slewing around too, because they're having such a hard time taxiing. They're just slewing to the runway. Dude, this is like expert level right now, just to get this airplane over here. Holy moly. But we're back in the Beaver. I cannot believe this. I'm so excited for this Beaver. I'm so excited for the DC-3. Oh, man. Okay, so it took a lot of the video to get pumped up, but I'm pumped up. Let's just stop here and set the parking brake, which I think is that one, and let's just kill everything, and it should all just turn off. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get out of this, and let's do a mission and see how that goes. Alright, so activities, and then, what did it say? 40th anniversary. So here we did mixed field ourselves. I think you can read about it. Yeah, they put you in a plane, and you can read about it. Just like a, what are those called? The Discovery flights, right? That's what this basically is. I think this is another one. Yeah, yep, with the Wright flyer. So some of these we'll do together. Whoops, there it is. Okay, so here we go. Here is a mission from FS 2004. Here's another one. I don't want to do one that takes too long. So like, how long does this take? 3 hours, yeah. So it's kind of like it was set up like a bush trip, right? Which is how the missions were, if you remember from FSX and F2004. It was exactly like this. It was just all text, like old school text. Is there a quick one we can do? Because some of these are going to be like a series of videos with you all. This is also, yeah, this is, oh yeah, this one, the 33 hour. Is that 33 minutes? No, 33 hours, because it's 3,000 nautical miles. Game servers are unreachable. Check your internet connection. I really don't care, but thank you. So yeah, this is a 33-hour flight. One leg. So we'll see how that goes. That might be one we don't do. So yeah, these are all going to be series. Yeah, 44 minutes. Yeah, these are long. These aren't like quick do it. So, I thought there were some that were really quick though. This is whatchamacallit. These are just like Discovery flights now. I will find one. 6 hours. Here we go. This one's 11 minutes to land on Princess Juliana. Maybe we'll do that one. What other quickies are there? Who doesn't like a good quickie too, right? Let's see here. 3 hours. I already clicked on that one. 40-minute tour. Monsoon. This is the one I was talking about, where you land in crazy conditions, and I like came in at like 200 some knots, smacked into the ground, and it said success, and I got credit. I remember that one. I don't feel like doing it right now though. Okay, so I was trying to find a non-jet one that was quick, but the only non-jet ones that are quick, it seems like, is a monsoon in the Caribbean landing. So I think we're gonna go with that just to complete the video. And then after the video, while I take notes, I need to go through all my settings, just comb through everything and reset everything. And then, yeah, these are definitely going to be series of videos. The Discovery flight style, I'm not going to, well, maybe I'll do one of those with you, but, and this I'll do with you probably, but a lot of these I'm just going to do them like I did the bush trip style. So we've got hours and hours, well, months of content just right here. And then when they add more bush trips for the world updates, oh my gosh, I got so much content now. It's amazing. So let's do this Princess Juliana landing, and then we'll do a wrap up of my impressions of the 40th anniversary. Here we go. As a Miami-based regional airline captain, you're rapidly working your way toward a job flying the Big Iron. Given the view from your office, though, it's hard to think of doing anything else. You make this 1,000-mile trip from Miami over the Bahamas to Princess Juliana on St. Martin every day. Princess Juliana is located on the southwest side of the island, and of course, I'm sure you all know about it, right? People line up here and watch airplanes land right over their heads, and then people fly over to St. Bart's, because that's another crazy one. It goes right over full of tourists, so keep them with many of them cameras to keep it steady on final. First release, FSX. Okay, here we go. You know me. I'm not an airliner person. I'm just gonna smash this into the ground. And that's how we're going to do it. We'll do the best we can, and then we'll do a little wrap up. I do love the real life approach to this though, because it's an offset VOR approach in real life. And so you head towards the VOR, and then at a certain distance it's visual. Like Vegas is a visual landing mostly too. People don't realize that. But
Hello, Captain.
oh, here we go.
Princess Juliana is located on the southwest side of the island, and the final approach course goes right over a beach full of tourists, many of them with cameras in hand. So keep it steady on short final.
I will. All right, here we go. Alrighty. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. Whoa. Okay, here we go. How do I? No. I can't see anything. I don't know how to raise the camera anymore because they changed.
Flaps to 8 degrees and adjust thrust to maintain 180 knots. You have the airplane. Continue flying heading 120 and maintain 7,000 feet. I'll handle the radios and you fly the approach. The airport's about 25 miles ahead of us. The approach controller will probably vector us out to the south, then give us a left turn to line up with the runway.
Is that stall? No, that can't. Well, that is so loud. I'm sorry. That's overspeed, right? 240 knots. No. No, that's not overspeed. That's you need flaps or you're gonna die, I think.
Juliana approach. World travel 268 with you. 7,000. World travel 268. Juliana approach. Expect vectors for the visual runway 9. Altimeter 29.92.
Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. This is not my style, man, but that's okay. I want to raise my seats, but I can't remember what the raise seat is. I normally have buttons on my keyboard to raise up and down, and they're not working, so. And I know it says 7,000 feet. I know it says 7,000. Are there like objectives and stuff on here? What's this? Checklist. Objectives are not available. Okay, I just want to make sure. Because you know, sometimes with these activities, if you don't do the objectives, it doesn't count. So, I think the VOR is here, and then you have to dogleg left to land, if I remember. Or maybe it's here and you dogleg left. You think I would know this. I've landed here many times. I don't understand why everything is in the red. I put full flaps down. I'm flying so dirty right now. Oh, that HUD change. It's the same. Anywho, we're supposed to be at 7,000 feet, so I'm coming down. I thought red meant danger, but everything's red. So I don't know. I'm not an Airbus person. See, it says overspeed. Yeah. Can I bring my spoilers out? Let's see. Where's my spoiler button? Does it work? Do I have spoilers in this? Oh, it's backwards. Okay, well I got spoilers now, because it says overspeed.
We're a little fast. Slow to 180 knots.
I'm trying to, and that's why I got my, nose up to slow down, but we're going to climb too. So I got do I still have my spoilers out? Yes, they're still out. I'm flying completely dirty, and I'm not, thrust is all the way back. Right? No.
Turn left heading 100. Report the
Why isn't my
runway
thrust
sign.
responding?
100. World travel 268. All right. Make a left turn to a heading of 100. We're a little high.
Yeah, thrust is like 100%. That's why I'm not slowing down. My thrust isn't... I know we're high, but we're speeding up. What if I kill the engines and they just glide in? Would that be funny? See, it says thrust left, so it's doing thrust to... Nothing's happening. I can't control... I mean, that's why we're going so fast. I can't control anything. Yeah, that was right. There's a runway right there. Yeah, the VOR is here, and then you dogleg left, but you're supposed to be out here when you do it. I can't slow down. So I obviously don't know how to fly this plane. So this was a dumb example, but that's turtle style for you, it's dumb examples. Anyway, you all will do better than me because you all know how to fly this plane. I have no idea. I got spoilers out, flaps, I got full drag, everything, and I can't slow down because see thrust again, see auto thrust. It's like auto thrust is on. What if I kill one of the engines? There. Let's just kill all the engines and glide in. We'll just glide in. We'll get some glider practice. We're just gonna glide in. There we go. Now we got losing speed and altitude. Oh, stop digging at me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we're just gonna glide. Whoop. I can't control the aircraft? Why can't I move ailerons if the engines are off? Well, this is a bummer. This is really stupid. And it's all because I can't pull out. I can't. This is okay. This is the most embarrassing first look video you can watch, right? Whatever. Let's go to the main menu and I don't know. So I don't think I'll be getting 100% on all the missions because there's some of them like that one I have no interest in doing again. So obviously I did something wrong with the thrust because it would not stop thrusting. I mean, who doesn't like a good thrust, but it wouldn't stop thrusting. Frustrating. I want to do something from here with you all. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. In this flight, you'll recreate the Wright brothers' monumental first powered flight. This was the flight of the century, a controlled powered flight by Havilland Air Machine on December blah blah blah. After weeks of testing in the harsh and exposed dunes at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers started life. The headwind was a stiff 27 miles per hour. The Wright brothers' 4 years of experimentation, testing, and calculations came down to this moment. Ooh, dramatic. At 10:35 a.m., not 10:36 a.m., the retaining rope was released and the flyer began sliding down the 60-foot narrow track that served as a runway. Finally, the flyer and its propellers whirling lifted off from the track above the sands of Kitty Hawk and flew. The flyer flew for only 12 seconds and covered a mere 120 feet before again touching down on the sand. But there was no doubt on this windy December day the Wright brothers had realized a human dream they had flown. To attach the flyer to the launcher, look for a note next to the instruments and press the X. This will load you on the launcher from what the brothers used. To activate the launcher, set the engines full power. Once they reach full power, you will be launched. Get a read on the wind and then grab your controls and see how far you can fly. I remember this from, I don't know what it said. Did it say FSX or did it say 2004? I think it was 2004. I think because that was Century of Flight, right? Alrighty, here we go. Let's put all my throttles and everything forward. I don't know how this is going to start out, but we will fly this thing and then we'll wrap up the video. And then I have a lot of stuff to do behind the scenes, man. I got controls to reset, buttons to reset, keyboard bindings to reset, preferences to reset to my liking. Learn some airplanes we can fly. Learn how to fly a jet so that we can fly a jet. Let's take some screenshots. I think that's my screenshot button. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Where Kitty Hawk is there. We're on the launcher. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Put that camera away. Come out here. What do we look like here? Our engine's full power? How do I know? Yes, okay, my volume was off. Engines are full power. And we're going to hit the X. I don't see where it says... Oh, there it is right here, right? This is what it says. Click here to hide and unhide the catapult. But is that how we get let go? It says that's how you put it on the catapult. But I want to be looking forward, so let's start by resetting our view here to control 1. Make sure it works. Well, that's going to be 1. That's 1. Okay. And launcher. We can't see the launcher now. See, that's the problem. There's the launcher here. And make that, I don't know, control 0. So there's 1. And there's 0. Let's hit this. What happens? It should launch us, right? Nope, that... Okay. That took the catapult away. Now we're on the catapult. It said to hit the X to fly. Right? It said... Alright, so I read again. And it says, set engines to full power. And as soon as they're full power, it takes off. So this puts you on and off the catapult. Right? On the catapult, see, and then set engines to full power, which, is there a checklist? No checklist. Nothing. My engines are full power, right? Everything is full. F1, F2. Oh gosh, it's working. I just smashed on F1. I just smashed on F1 and it started working. Okay, cool. Let's see how far we can fly this thing. Oh, this is fun. Whoops. It's super windy. I guess we're going this way. Oh, we crashed. Well, that didn't go so well. How do we reset? Let's restart. Alright. So I knew to use F1 from, previous simulators. I don't know why mine didn't work, but here we go. F1. And should automatically go? F2? I don't know which one it was. F1 or F2. I don't know which one it was, but okay, let's not go too high here. Are those the markers of how far they landed? This wind is so strong. This wind is so strong. No. No. Don't crash. There we go. That's better. Let's just go over here. We're just going to go over here instead. Why not? Ooh, we're getting quite some distance here. Once we got into the wind, look at that crosswind. Oops, we hit the trees. Bummer. Okay, let's redo one more time. Why not? This is pretty fun. This is actually really fun. Yeah, it's a fun activity. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if it was, like I said, I don't know if it was F1 or F2, but one of them got me going. Maybe it's F2. Is it F2? Come on. Yep, there's F2. Okay. Alright, let's just let it do its thing. Let's not get too high. Come on, we can do it. I'm assuming that marker all the way down there is how far they made it. So obviously they know way more about airplanes than I do. Because they made it that far. Although it looks like we might make it. I have lots of left aileron because of the wind. Almost full left aileron because of the wind. And keeping the nose down. Ooh, we might make it. Ooh, I think we'll make it as far as they did. Oh, we're starting to sink. We're starting to go to the right because this wind is ridiculous. Again, you can't see the struggle, but I'm struggling to keep this thing from going nuts. See, the wind is basically like making us stop right here. Oh, don't crash. Full left, full left. And, oh yeah, look at, oh, we got a little bit more ground effect. We might make it with the ground effect. I like how the launcher, that is a known bug from the known bug page, that the launcher shows up when you're about to touch. There we go. We did it. Not as far as they did. I guess if you count this part, maybe. How do I stop? Stop the engines. I don't know. I can't get the engines to stop, but it's just going to blow us around apparently. Stop engines. Cool. Alrighty, well look at that. Look at that. Maybe this will be a nice like teaser, thumbnail, because people will think we made it that far. Then they have to watch the video to find out we didn't actually make it that far. We just slid that far. That'd be kind of fun, right? Like, look how far. Well, yeah, then you see the ding launcher. So let's go like that, because then you don't see the launcher because of the launcher bug. Here, I'm trying to be all like tricky. Anyway, something like that. So there you go, the most awkward first look reaction video ever, but that is Microsoft Flight Simulator 40th edition. I got a lot of notes here of stuff to do off camera, lots of stuff to do on camera. And instead of bush trips, we now have very long missions, which I cannot wait to do, because I loved doing that in the previous versions of Flight Simulator. So anyway, hopefully you liked it. Please subscribe if you're new. I'm sure a lot of you are actually new, so leave a like so people know we're here, and subscribe so you know when I upload something new, and I'll see you next time. And that is that.